If you're a man in your 40s or 50s, think about the last time you got dressed for something that actually mattered. You stood there looking in the mirror, knowing something felt off. The outfit wasn't working, but you couldn't tell what was causing it. Here's what I learned. You usually don't need a whole new wardrobe or expensive stores. Most of the time, it's a few small mistakes working against you. And most guys don't even realize they're doing them. In the next few minutes, I'll break down 10 common mistakes that make guys our age look older and less put together. I'll also show you simple fixes that don't cost much and don't take long. By the end, you'll have a 30-second checklist you can use every morning. And mistake number 7 is the one change that instantly raises the whole outfit. Let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation because this is where most everyday style problems begin. One thing I wish I had understood earlier is this: how your clothes fit matters more than any brand name on the tag. I've owned expensive shirts that looked terrible because the fit was wrong, and basic pieces that look sharp because they fit my body. These are the 3 fit mistakes that trip up almost every man over 40. Mistake 1. The wrong fit. The biggest issue is wearing clothes that don't fit you the way they should. If you're still wearing the baggy fits that were popular years ago, I get it. But today, that look works against you. Baggy clothing makes you look heavier and older because it hides your shape in all the wrong ways. On the other end, super tight clothing is just as bad and sometimes worse. After 40, tight fits highlight exactly what most of us would rather downplay. The goal isn't baggy or tight. The goal is tailored and clean. A tailored fit follows your natural shape without squeezing or hanging loose. Your shirt should line up at the shoulders, feel comfortable through the chest, and hit around your belt line or just below. Once your fit is right, everything else gets easier. You instantly look more put together without trying harder or buying anything new. Mistake 2. Low-rise pants. This shows up most often with pants that sit too low on the waist. This one is sneaky because you don't notice it until you see a photo of yourself. Low-rise pants push your midsection forward, which breaks your proportions and makes you look shorter and heavier than you actually are. This becomes more noticeable after 40 when most of us carry a bit more weight in the midsection. Low-rise pants exaggerate that instead of helping it. A better option is a mid-rise pant that sits at your natural waist. It creates cleaner lines, balances your proportions, and makes you look taller overall. Here's a quick test. If you're constantly pulling your pants up throughout the day, they're sitting too low. Go with a higher rise. Mistake 3. Incorrect shirt length. Another issue I see all the time is shirts that are simply the wrong length. When a shirt is too long, you end up swimming in fabric. When it's too short, it rides up every time you move. Both instantly make you look sloppy. For casual shirts and t-shirts, you wear untucked. The hem should hit around your belt line. For shirts you plan to tuck in, they should be long enough to stay tucked when you sit and stand, but not so long that the fabric bunches up around your waist. It sounds small, but it changes how clean the whole outfit looks. Those are the 3 biggest fit and proportion mistakes. And if you fix nothing else but these, you're already ahead of most men your age. Even with perfect fit, the wrong pieces and colors can quietly undo the whole look. Fit gets you most of the way there, but color and design decide whether you look sharp or sloppy. This is where simple can either look refined or look lazy. These next 2 mistakes show up everywhere. Mistake 4. Oversized logos and graphics. One of the fastest ways an outfit starts working against you is through loud logos and busy graphics. It's not about looking young, it's about looking intentional. After 40, the clothes you wear send a different message than they used to. Oversized logos, slogans, and bold graphics tend to read younger than you want. When you wear them now, it can look like you're trying too hard and it backfires. What works better is controlled simplicity. Solid color pieces age well and give you far more flexibility. Navy, charcoal, white, black, olive, and even a darker red are all easy to wear and easy to mix. These colors are timeless. They work together and they look refined without feeling trendy. Mistake 5. Too many colors. Another common issue is using too many colors in one outfit. When everything is competing for attention, the outfit starts to feel chaotic. Your eye doesn't know where to land and nothing looks intentional. A simple rule that helps is to keep it to 3 colors max, with at least 1 neutral. Black, white, gray, navy, and brown do most of the heavy lifting. Two easy examples: navy with gray and white, or a white tee with dark jeans and brown boots. Brighter or neon colors are harder to pull off after 40, and mixing 4 or 5 colors usually adds more noise than style. That's fit and color handled. But even when those are right, one small detail can still ruin everything, and most guys miss it. You can nail fit and color, but if your clothes look tired, it ruins everything. Style isn't just about what you wear, it's about the shape it's in. These are the details people notice first, even if they never comment on them. Mistake 6. Worn out clothes. One of the easiest ways an outfit starts to look sloppy is when pieces stay in rotation long after they should have been retired. If your black shirt has faded to gray, your pants are pilling, or your everyday shirt never looks crisp anymore, it's time to let those pieces go. Here's the tough truth. Clothes don't have to be expensive, but they do need to look good. If something is faded, misshapen, permanently wrinkled, or worn thin, it shouldn't be part of your everyday rotation. Basic care goes a long way. Wash clothes less often, use lower heat steam or iron quickly, and store items properly. A little maintenance keeps everything looking sharp. Mistake 7. The wrong shoes. Here's the one change that upgrades your look instantly. Shoes are one of the first things people notice, and they set the tone for your entire outfit. Chunky, over-designed sneakers with lots of color and branding read younger than you want. Dated dress shoes or worn-out footwear do the same thing. What works better after 40 is clean, simple footwear. A minimal white leather sneaker for casual wear. Chelsea or Chukka boots when you want to step things up. Loafers for business casual. And classic dress shoes when the situation calls for it. Your shoes don't have to be expensive, but they do need to be clean and good shape and appropriate for where you're going. Fixing this one detail alone can completely change how people read you. Mistake 8. Flashy accessories. Another area that quietly works against a lot of guys is overdoing accessories. Oversized watches, giant shiny belt buckles, and multiple flashy rings pull attention away from the outfit instead of completing it. What tends to work better is restraint. A watch that fits your wrist, a simple leather belt, classic sunglasses, and if you wear jewelry, 1 or 2 meaningful pieces. That's it. Accessories should support your look, not compete with it. At this point, you've handled fit, color, and condition. The last 2 mistakes aren't about clothes. They're about habits, and habits decide how you look most days. At this point, you could have all the right clothes and still feel like something isn't coming together. That's usually not a wardrobe problem, it's a mindset problem. Mistake 9. Overlayering. A lot of guys get tripped up by too many layers or layers that don't work together. Stacking a t-shirt, a button-up, a sweater, and a jacket all at once doesn't make you look more sophisticated. Most of the time, it just makes you look bulky and uncomfortable. A simpler approach works better. Keep it to 2 or 3 layers max. Start with a clean base layer, add 1 warm layer if you need it, and finish with a jacket only if the weather calls for it. Each layer should have a purpose. If it doesn't, it probably doesn't belong in the outfit. A quick test is how you feel. If you're overheating or feel restricted, you're wearing too much. Mistake 10. No cohesive plan. This is the mistake that keeps closets full and mornings frustrating. It's why you own plenty of clothes and still stand there thinking you have nothing to wear. A lot of guys buy clothes one piece at a time without any real plan. Something looks good in the store, so it comes home, then it sits because it doesn't match much else. The problem isn't how many clothes you own. It's that they don't work as a system. A better approach is to decide on your lane first. Figure out the general direction you want your style to go, then build around that. When most of your pieces share similar colors and a similar level of formality, everything becomes easier to mix and match. Before you buy something new, ask yourself a simple question. Does this work with most of what I already own? If the answer is no, it's probably not worth it. When your wardrobe works as a system, getting dressed is faster. Your outfits look more intentional, and you stop wasting money. Let's pull everything together and make this practical. Alright, those are the 10 mistakes. Here's the big takeaway. Looking good in your 40s or 50s isn't about chasing trends or spending a lot of money. It's about getting a few fundamentals right and being consistent with them. When your fit is right, your colors are simple, your clothes are in good condition, and your wardrobe works as a system, everything gets easier. You walk into meetings with more confidence, getting ready doesn't feel stressful, and you stop second guessing yourself because you know your outfit is working for you. Before you walk out the door, here's a simple 30-second checklist you can use every day. Shirt fits properly at the shoulders and hits the right length. Pants sit at your natural waist without sagging. No more than 3 colors in the outfit. Shoes are clean and appropriate for where you're going. Nothing is wrinkled, faded, or worn out. That's it. If this helped hit like so, the right guys see it. Tell me in the comments which mistake hit you the hardest. And if you want more no-nonsense style advice that actually works after 40, subscribe. Tomorrow morning, use the checklist. The difference is immediate. Thanks for watching.